Good day, viewers. Welcome again to my channel, Second Matter, the solution to your math problems. This is Ghana Teacher Licensure Exams, GHS Mathematics, April 2024, Objective Question 40. A trader in the market decided to count her 15 items in a different base other than base 10. She had 120 after counting. What base did the trader use in her counting? So we have an application of number basis. So there is this particular trader, and this trader had 15 items. So for the items in her possession, when you count them, that is 15. But she decided to count the items in a different base other than in base 10. So she had 120 in that particular base after counting. So what base did the trader use in her counting? So first of all, we can say that let the base be, so we need to represent the base with a variable. So let's say y. Now, when she counted the 15 items in base y, she had 120. So she had 120 in this particular base. And remember that the actual number of items in base 10 is 15. When the items were counted in base 10, that is 15. We have 15 different items. But when we count the items in base y, we are getting 120. So we could see that 120 in base y will have the same value as 15, this time in base 10. So that is the difference. So now how do we solve for base y? So since the right hand side is in base 10, it means that we also need to rewrite 120 base y in base 10 before we can solve for y. So how do we change 120 base y to base 10? So we need to find the powers. So we have 0, 1, and then 2. So first of all, the first number we have 1 multiplied by the base exponent 2 plus the second number, which is 2, multiplied by the base exponent 1 plus the last number 0 multiplied by the base exponent 0. And the whole of this expression must be equal to 15 in base 10. So in base 10, we can ignore the 10. So now let's simplify the left hand side. So we have 1 times y squared plus 2 times y exponent 1, that is y, plus 0 multiplied by y exponent 0, that is also 1. This must be equal to 15. So 1 times y squared, we have y squared plus 2y plus 0 is equal to 15. You see that we are getting quadratic. So let's arrange it well. So we have y squared plus 2y minus 15 is equal to 0. So now let's solve for y. We have a quadratic equation. We know the coefficient of y squared is 1. The constant here is negative 15. 1 times negative 15, we have negative 15. So let's look for factors of negative 15 whose sum will give us positive 2. So that is negative 3, positive 5. Yes, negative 3, positive 5. These are the factors. So we have y squared. So we are going to split 2y into these two factors. So we have minus 3y plus 5y minus 15 is equal to 0. So we can group them. So we can factorize y out. So we have y and then y minus 3. We can also factorize the common factor here, which is 5. So when we factorize 5 out, we have y minus 3, and this must be equal to 0. So what is the common factor here? So for the common factor, we have y minus 3. So we're going to write one of them, y minus 3. And then the outside factors, we have y plus 5. And this must be equal to 0. Since we are looking for y, we are going to pick one of the factors, equate to 0, and solve for y. So let's do that. So the first factor, y minus 3 equal to 0. So we have y is equal to 3 as the first value for y. Also the second one, we have y plus 5 is equal to 0. So when you make y the subject, you have y is equal to -5. So that is the second value of y. Remember, we are looking for the base, and we know that a base can never be negative. A base can never be negative. So since a base cannot be equal to negative, then it means that y is equal to positive 3. So the counting was done in base 3. Please like, comment, and share the video.